Alright, now I'm going to show you how to calculate the area of a triangle matrix using matrices, okay? Matrix mode. A triangle on a grid is located on specific points. So let's say that your triangle is located on, I'm just going to go ahead and so let's say that one of the points of the triangle is located here at 3, 0. The other one is located over here at 0, 2. And the other one is located over here at -2, -1. Right? So you can see we can build this triangle, and we want to get the area of this triangle. Well, there's an easy formula, but you don't have to calculate the determinant of a 3x3 matrix. So you have 3 points. You have point 0, 2, you have point 3, 0, and you have point -2, -1. The area, the formula is going to be, I'm going to say plus or minus, and plus or minus 1/2, and the plus or minus is just so that the final answer is positive. So if you get a negative answer, you can multiply by -1 just to make it positive. And so that's kind of like your choice. If it's already positive, then you're going to leave it positive, right? You just have to make sure that you end up with a positive answer. And you're going to multiply this by... Alright, before I finish that formula, I have to show you how you have to put these points into a matrix. You're going to put these points into a matrix. And the matrix is basically going to look like this. Point 1, point 2, point 3, and the last column is all ones. Okay? So for these 3 points, the matrix would be 0, 2, 1, 3, 0, 1, -2, -1, 1. Okay? And we can call this matrix A. Okay? The area of the triangle is going to be 1/2 times the inverse of A. Now you can see this is a 3x3, so you have to do the long process, that shortcut process that I showed you on calculating the determinant of A. And if you don't remember how to calculate the determinant of a 3x3 matrix, then you need to go look at the previous Pencast. Remember, this is the third Pencast. You got to go back to the second Pencast, and you can find them on my website. They're listed there in order of presentation in class. But let's go ahead and solve this problem. The determinant of A, and the way I've shown you to do this is I list my determinants: 0, 2, 1, 3, 0, 1, -2, -1, 1. And what I do is I rewrite the first 2 columns after the matrix. I rewrite, kind of like I make up these 2 new columns. And that's it. Oh, I think you guys heard the alarm go off. Alright, and we're going to go down in diagonals, and we're going to multiply these numbers. So we get 0 times 0 times 1 plus, and down the second diagonal, 2, and yeah, you always start here at the top, so I always started with a 0. That's the first diagonal. Second diagonal is going to be 2 times 1 times 1 plus 1 times 3 times -1. Now I'm going to subtract, and you have to be careful that you keep everything in brackets. You're going to subtract the diagonals going up. So you're going to start at the bottom with this -2, and you're going to go up. So you're going to subtract whatever -2 times 0 times 1 is, which is 0. The second diagonal going up, we're going to subtract that product So it'll be minus 1 times 0. And the last one, we're also going to subtract it. Minus, you build the last diagonal. Minus 1 times 3 times 2. And what answer do we get? Alright, so let's see, what do we get? This is here it's a 0, it's a 2, it's a minus 3, it's a 0, it's a 0, it's a 6. So it's going to be 2 minus 3 is minus 1, and minus 6 is a minus 7. Now we're not done. This is just a determinant, okay? The area is going to be 1/2 times negative 7, right? Times 7. We're just going to go ahead and take 7 because we know it's going to have to be positive. We can't have a negative area. And 1/2 times 7 is 7/2. And that is your answer. Alright, what I want to see is I want to see your notes on the first part, which is how to get an inverse of 2 by 2. I want to see notes on how to get the area of a triangle. I want to see your questions that you have on this because you've processed it, you watched it twice, let's say, and you're still kind of not following, which you should be, but just in case you're not, write down the questions and bring them to class. Those will be your hot questions. You need to fill out your online Google form. All of this via Edmodo. First of all, you got to this page through Edmodo, and you need to submit your Edmodo assignment. And then you're done. And make sure that you're reviewing anything that you don't understand in class. You don't want it to build up. You want to make sure that you're staying on top of it. Alright, once again, take the notes, bring them to class, submit your Edmodo assignment, and make sure that you study. Thank you. Alright, this is a mistake right here, and I caught it afterwards, so I'm sorry if you kind of following through and you were like, what? This second part right here in the second diagonal right here is 2 times 1 times minus 2. So we're going to cross that out, 2 times 1 times minus 2, and that's going to give us not a 2, but a minus 4. So when we add all of this, it's going to be minus 7, minus 6, oh Lord have mercy, minus 13. And we're going to take a 13, so the answer is not 7/2, but it's 13/2. Alrighty, thanks.